It's World Day, PL47, AMP and popping off as much rugby league information as possible. Getting there now, after the 2018 Wooden Spoon in the Australian Rugby League. Just 7 more. After this one, just 6 more. So you don't miss any essential rugby league information. Watch this video all the way through to the end as per always. 2018 Wooden Spoon going to Parramatta Eels in the Australian Rugby League. Manly only just missing out. Manly finishing second last. Manly, of course, never have got the Wooden Spoon, but they went wildly close on this occasion. It was only ever going to be Parramatta or Manly who got it in 2018. They were way behind everyone else. With all due respect, they were just not performing at all, either of them. So, Parramatta in 2018, there was 25 rounds, and they only won 6 games, had 18 losses and 1 bye, whereas Manly managed to win 7 games and have 17 losses and 1 bye. So, Parramatta finishing on 14 competition points and Manly finishing on 16. It wasn't officially decided until the last round, round 25, after Parramatta had lost their game to Roosters 44-10 on the Saturday night. That meant they stayed on 14, and even though Manly then lost their game on Sunday to Brisbane 48-16, they were still on 16 competition points, which meaning they could afford to lose that game to Broncos and would still avoid the Wooden Spoon. So, Parramatta, they scored 374 points and conceded 550 in 2018, for and against minus 176. Not the worst we've ever seen for a Wooden Spoon team. It's not diabolical, I suppose. They did have a lot of close losses, like there were a lot of games that they could have won. They lost by 2 or 4 points, but there were a lot of games where they got thumped as well. So I suppose you do end up with a Wooden Spoon doing that. The leading scorers, Clint Govison got 6 tries, 10 goals, 44 points for Parramatta. And Mitchell Moses, he got 4 tries, 45 goals, 106 points for Parramatta in 2018. And the leading try scorer was Jared Hayne, who got 10 tries for them. So, it was apparent after the first 2 games that Parramatta were definitely in for a long season. The first 2 games were dead set nightmares and things just didn't improve at any point in time after that. And in fact, it took Parramatta until round 7 to get their first win of the season. So, Parramatta's embarrassing moments in 2018. So in round 1, they'd led Penrith 14-0 at Penrith Stadium, only to collapse and lose 24-14. So that was alarming to begin with. And so early in round 2, one of the worst performances we've ever seen by any team. They lost to Manly 54-0 at Brookvale, and that's not a matter of how good Manly were, because they weren't. It's just a matter of how horrible Parramatta were. Manly put 9 tries on them, and 8 of the 9 tries were scored by Manly's forwards, meaning that Parramatta's defence just was as soft as possible, just wasn't aiming up at all. It was actually more a matter of how disgraceful Parramatta were, not how good Manly were. Because, like I said, Manly finished second last in 2018, and despite the 54-0 scoreline, actually didn't play that well either. Absolutely incredible. So it was apparent, that early after round 2, that Parramatta were definitely going to struggle. Like I said, things didn't improve for the rest of the year. Some of the other embarrassing losses in round 13, thumped by Newcastle 30 points to 4 at Core Stadium. They didn't get their only try until the last few minutes of that one. Then, after having 2 pretty good wins in round 20 and in round 21, Parramatta then capitulated to lose the last 3 games and end up with a Wooden Spoon that way. So after they had 2 wins in round 20 and round 21, you think, okay, maybe that's enough like petrol to avoid the Wooden Spoon, but no. In round 22, they'd lost to, not round 22, in round 23. They had the 2 wins in round 21 and round 22, then they lost round 23, 24 and 25. So in round 23, 2018, Parramatta had gone down to Melbourne, scored 20 points to 4 at Amy Park, only the 1 try. In round 24, they'd gone down to Cowboys 44 points to 6 up in Townsville, again only the 1 try. And in round 25, with the Wooden Spoon on the line, thumped by Roosters 44-10. Realistically though, they were never going to beat Roosters because that game, Roosters needed to win to be minor premiers in 2018. So of course, Roosters were revved up and ready to go for that one, and earned the minor premiership, and eventually beat Melbourne Storm 21-6 in the 2018 grand final. So realistically, Parramatta were never going to beat Roosters in round 25. But Parramatta's moments in the sun, the 6 games they did win, just to get their rounds right. So I said they didn't win until round 7. In round 7, they beat Manly 44-10 at the Core Stadium, making up somewhat for the 54-0 loss in round 2. In round 8, they'd beaten West Tigers 24-22 at the Core Stadium. In round 14, they'd beaten Cowboys 2014 not in Darwin, at a neutral venue. And in round 19, they'd beaten Bulldogs 14-8 at the Core Stadium. Then round 21 and 22, that's what I should have said to begin with. Round 21, Parramatta beat Gold Coast 28-12 at the Core Stadium. And round 22, a big win over St George Illawarra Dragons 40 points to 4. So after the 2 big wins against Titans and Dragons, we think, you thought, okay, maybe they got it just still enough to avoid the spoon, but no. Then capitulated and lost the last 3 games. Yeah, and like I said, when it boiled down to it, they lost round 25. The last regular season round, they lost Bruce's 44-10, which kept them on 14 competition points. That was on Saturday night. Manly then played on the Sunday, but Manly were already on 16 competition points, meaning they could afford to lose their last round game. They lost that to Brisbane 48-16, 2018 round 25, Brisbane 48-16. That didn't matter at all because Manly had already just afforded the wooden spoon, only just. Manly going this close to getting the wooden spoon in 2018, something they've never got. Just getting away with it and still never got it. So there you go. Parramatta's 2018 wooden spoon popped off AM PM, just 6 more now, nearly the end. Thank you so much for continued ongoing pulverising brutal support, and thank you most of all for not missing any Central League information. Well day, nearly there, DL47, toodaloo.